Da, da, theme song, theme song. Da.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Nikki.
And we're 1,000 Eyes in One, the podcast.
We forgot to introduce ourselves last time.
So rude of us. We did not introduce ourselves last
Was it really? You listened through the whole way.
It was a really good episode, so we were kind of excited.
Yeah. Well, I was not excited. I wanted to be and I wasn't, but now I'm excited.
I am extremely excited. So tonight we have Season 3, Episode 2, Queen's Landing. For previous episodes, find us at thousandeyespod.bsky.social. On YouTube, you can find us at 1,000 Eyes in One Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on social media, we are 1,000 Eyes in One on Instagram and Facebook, 1,000 Eyes Pod on Blue Sky, and if you're interested in our speculative fiction book club, follow Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram.
I love a pun.
Yeah, I read that this was supposed to be the end of last season, which makes so much more sense.
Oh my God. So what the fuck happened then?
Something about the writer's strike, I think. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Pay your writers. Pay your writers.
Pay your writers.
Like, come on.
I loved this episode.
I
loved it. It was heartbreaking. Yes, it was heartbreaking.
Okay.
It was tying things up that I wanted tied up. We finally have Rhaenyra in Queen's Landing.
Bum, bum, bum. The opening. Did you listen to the drums this time?
Yes, I listened to the opening. The drums did sound really loud, like
very
when
present.
They first started. Very present.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it didn't sound like that before because it was always the dun, dun, but it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I noticed it more on this watch because I was also watching on my projector, which is behind me. So the drums were like right there at my head.
I wonder if that's why they were more present for me because my speaker is behind me too when I watch.
I don't know. When I usually watch on the TV, the speaker's in front of me and like across the room. Maybe I'll watch with headphones and then I'll know the truth.
Well, I listened with headphones when I was doing my rewatch and the drums were still present.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jace's body floating in the water, the dragon fire you see overhead, and then that other random body floating by. I was like, oh my God. I was like, actually, I think what I said was, oh, okay. So right where we left off.
Did you think, oh shit, is that Corliss?
No, I didn't think it was Corliss because the hair was loose. Yeah.
Brazilian number 3.
The way they brought Jace's body in, I thought was so like thoughtful and beautiful. The way they passed him through.
Yeah.
It was like a pre-funeral.
I had to watch it because my projector doesn't always read colors well. When Bela first flew by, I was like, oh, wait a second. What is she holding on to? And then I brought it back and I looked again. I was like, oh, she is bringing Jace. Okay.
Yeah.
She set everything on fire so she could bring her betrothed home.
And, when you really love your cousin, stepbrother, fiance, you do whatever it takes.
Kids together. It's a tradition. And what better way to strengthen your line than to marry a Targaryen? When you already have the white hair. So and they got along since they were children,
Yeah.
Jason Bela, they fucks with each other hardcore.
When Rhaenyra walked into the room and started speaking to Jace, my heart just shattered.
I needed to talk to you about this part. I'm like, you're a mother.
Nikki, I cried my eyes out.
Oh my God.
Like at first, I teared up when she's like, what have you done? What have you done? And then as she got closer and when she had her hands and couldn't touch him, I started crying. Yeah. And then when she did the hiccuping, bawling, sobbing, I just cried with her to the point where
Emmy shit right there. Yeah.
They better get an Emmy for sure.
I was wondering because I'm watching that scene happen and they've got their hands up and they're trying not to pound on the chest because there's so much anger and there's hurt. And maybe Rhaenyra really thought that he was just wounded,
Yeah, she could have thought he was unconscious.
But then you see him and you're like, oh, that motherfucker's Lexi, And so I watched this happen and I was like, oh my God, please don't make her go mad, Queen Danny, but also you guys have to understand. She has been angry at her son because he locked her in the fucking room and went to war, and now he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. And you can't even reproach him the way that you were like thinking about scolding him when he got back home because he's dead.
I cried so much that my husband was like, Tanya, they're okay. These are fictional characters. And I was like, they're fictional characters, but the emotional damage is real.
Don't we both have shirts that say that I'm too emotionally attached to fictional characters? I know I own a shirt that says that on it. I think you do too.
I don't think I do, but I need it.
Happy birthday, bitch.
No, like even on my second watch, I started crying again because Emma they killed it.
They killed it.
They absolutely killed it. And Rhaenyra's heartbreak just shattered me, man. It was just so much.
Awful. It's awful.
So much. She's lost so much.
Everything. Like her other baby just died, you know, and like she's got other children. We know that there's another Aegon and some other squirts somewhere out in there.
Yeah,
no pun intended. But like, you know, she's lost her dad and her best friend betrayed her and her son died being an emissary. And then her other son died
and her baby girl.
Her baby girl died. Her husband is off, maybe plotting a mutiny. Like this bitch has been through a lot.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot. And so to see her have that breakdown, but also just want to be so strong, but understand that, yo, I was going to ground him when he got home.
Yeah.
And now I have to set a pyre.
There was this desperation coming out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Like desperately wanting it to not be true or to undo it or something, just desperately wanting him not to be dead.
I have a question. As a mother, what was your action? Like, do you behead everybody? Because
yes,
I feel like that's what
I think. Like, I'd just kill everybody in the room. I don't even fucking care.
Yeah.
Run out of the room. Now's your chance.
Let's go back to the dragon pit. I've got something to show
you. Like, I think I would have gone completely insane. I just can't imagine. I mean, obviously, I'm not a queen. And
aren't you, though?
I don't dragon fight. I think just knowing that you're mad at someone while they're dying, you know, like that's our last memory together.
Have you ever been mad at someone while they were dying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I had a falling out with someone, and before we could, you know, reconnect or whatever, she passed away. And I felt so bad about it. I thought about our last encounter a lot. After therapy, I thought to myself, well, we had a falling out for a reason. So
I mean, I didn't wish that bitch dead, but
I didn't wish her dead, you know. But yeah, no, it did really hurt. And we weren't extremely close either. We grew up together. We were children together as well. And we weren't extremely close, but no, we did not ever scissor.
How did you know?
Because I know you. Because I know you. We never scissored. But we grew up together, and I did consider her family. And then when she passed away, it was like, oh shit, we never even made up. But I've done lots of therapy since then, and I'm okay with it now. But she also wasn't my son, you know?
That's true. Like, I can't imagine. I'm thinking about the fights that I've ever gotten into with my siblings or like with my parents when we've had just like, not even like a fight, but just like some shit went sideways that maybe did not need to go sideways. And like to think that that's the last time that I would ever see them again, it is devastating. Like I tell my cat I love her every time I leave the house. I'm like, bitch, you threw up right by my feet this morning, but like, I still love you.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. I still tell my husband I love him when I'm mad at him.
Yeah. You have to. He took a vow. You're obligated by law.
Right.
Locked in.
No, I think too, the last few years having experienced so much loss, just want to have a good last moment.
Absolutely. You know? It's like you never know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not riding dragons into battle. That's not my steez, but
yeah, that's a little different. And to know he's riding a dragon into battle and could die. The fact that she's betrayed by her Queen's Guard. What was it, Sir Lauren? Is that
Sir
his name?
Laurent.
Laurent.
Yeah, Sir Laurent.
And, he offers up his life. I did say that he should be executed.
I mean, he did, but I appreciated her. She reminded me of her father. And I'm like, what is the point of this? I was going to say, was bringt das? It's like in German, like, what would this bring about? Nothing. You just be another dead person. And like, what do? Do I feed you out to my dragon as spite? Because like, you're not a Targaryen. Now you just have to rot on Dragonstone. You don't deserve that.
Later, when she's heading to King's Landing with Daemon, on her way out, she says, "Let Sir Laurent choose how he dies."
Which I loved.
I was like, oh shit, she did not forget.
I wonder what he chose. Because I don't think we'll ever see that. But like, did they say that in the books? What he?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. What would you have chosen?
Thinking about it now, some kind of gentle poison.
Gentle
like
poison?
Olenna.
You don't want to like have your head chopped off?
Nah.
But like by somebody good, not like
not like
the kitchen boy.
No, I think I'd want it to be like Olenna. Just give me this gentle poison. I'm just gonna go to sleep. But I wouldn't offer him that.
Yeah. I feel like if anybody said that, oh, you can take milk of the poppy yourself to sleep, right? All your things will just shut down. I wouldn't trust them. Cut my fucking head off, dude. Put on a spike. Let me haunt you. Yeah. But I need it to be somebody who's got like a Valyrian steel blade.
If I was the one executing Sir Laurent, I would hold his head underwater repeatedly and then stab him in the chest with arrows.
We do like waterboarding.
So he could feel what my son felt as he died.
Did he actually drown or was he?
No, he didn't drown. He was dead before he went under. If
you guys knew how often waterboarding came up in our conversations. Well, R.I.P. Sir Laurent.
R.I.P. Sir Laurent. Rest in piss.
And Jace.
R.I.P. Jace.
Listen to your mom next time.
When Bela comes in and Sir Laurent is like, the battle? And she's like, 'tis won. I was like, oh my God. I know that. I think that's the moment he was like, okay, I fucked up bad.
Yeah. And I appreciate her sense of obligation and duty and stuff to be like, I'm not leaving until I bring his body home. Because she could have just bounced him and like, find it later. She's like, no. This is the crown prince. I'm bringing his body home. This is my betrothed. We grew up together. I'm out here because of him. I literally saved his life at times, So I respect her sense of duty and honor to be like, all right, well, I got to see this through. The queen's probably going to be mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
She knew that I was there. We walked her to the fucking room together. And
well, she was against locking her in the room. She was telling Jace, you can't do this.
Well, we see what lot of good that did.
No good at all. Rhaena, who shows up in the veil.
Untwisted.
Yeah, I know it's bad. But she's
been out in the wilderness. Going on? I feel like how long are we giving her that benefit of the doubt?
Until she gets a bathroom.
Well,
she hasn't been indoors in some time.
That's true. And she won't be.
Yeah, because she got rejected at the veil.
She got rejected. It reminds me, I just watched Gone with the Wind with my sister. And there's this whole thing about Rhett Butler, like, oh, he's not received in any of the houses because he's a scoundrel. And that's basically her life now. She is not received.
And I don't blame the Lady of the Veil for not letting her come.
She's fucking dangerous.
I don't want to be on Rhaenyra's bad side. You're not going to find out that she's here after she didn't go to Pentos like she was supposed to protect your children. Speaking of going to Pentos, one of the differences in the book with Jace dying is his dragon does get dragged down and he does get shot by like marish arrows or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he was not there to fight in the gullet. He gets killed because he's the one escorting his siblings to Pentos.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He was the escort and they killed him.
Let me tell you how difficult it was for me not to read Fire and Blood over the weekend. I was like, no, I need to be surprised. I want to read so bad.
I know. Every episode, like I went through this last season too, wanting to go back and read. And I really do have to fight the urge because I'll remember something and be like, do I look that up?
Yeah, exactly. What I was going to say before is like, okay, so you came here, you didn't want to stay. We're going to send you to Pentos because that's where it's supposed to be safe. You're like, oh, so I heard there's a dragon. And she was like, No, and then you ran away. You left. You've been wandering the fucking red waste as far as I know. You come back with a dragon, and I know that the crown prince is dead, that there was a battle, that maybe there was another dragon that nobody could account for was there. And here you come with Sheep Stealer, who is like, I won't say that he's obeying you, but he's not eating my horse right now, you know? And you want me to give you shelter? Like sanctuary, bitch?
Because who's watching the kids? You just left them with like your ladies' maids?
Where are your nieces and nephews?
Another question about the kids that I would need to reread to be able to answer is, where is Joffrey? I only saw little Aegon and little Viserys. I don't remember seeing Joffrey. And that's her third son with Strong.
Right. Did we ever get a Joffrey?
We did.
Because
I remember when they were naming him. And that was the baby that Alicent made her walk upstairs with her blood dragging behind her.
Right. To prove.
Yeah, that bitch.
That fucking bitch.
Yeah, that was baby Joffrey. I don't know how old he's supposed to be now. Not very old. But older than Viserys and Aegon.
Well, you know, they age people in interesting ways in the show.
I just like, but nobody's talking about him and we didn't see him. So I wondered, did they just like,
because quietly, now he would be the crown prince.
Right. And like, did they just quietly cut him out?
It's giving Terrence Howard and Iron Man. Rhaena, trouble. And the Lady of the Vale was right. She's like, there's so much room here. I don't even fucking know where you are. Don't let me see you though.
Yeah.
If there's another dragon that comes up, deal with it. But like, you're going to be wiping with leaves for the foreseeable future.
Oh, the stench.
I hope you haven't had your moon blood yet, because it's about to get real interesting.
Oh my God.
I mean, as malnourished as she is, her period is probably delayed.
That's true. I don't know how long it takes for that to happen, though.
I don't either. But like, she's basically eating on the graces of Sheep Stealer.
She's his pet, like I said. Daemon gets the news about Jace.
As he's celebrating
with a severed head of a man and
a lion.
Head of a lion.
I'm casually offended, except it's cancer season, so whatever.
I don't know how you just party with severed heads, but whatever. He's celebrating, he gets the news, and then he gives his orders. And so now we have some movement. We have some heading to King's Landing. We have some heading to Harrenhal, and there are to be the Queen's Fist. I love that. Everybody's heading to Harrenhal right now. I don't know how he split it up, Northmen and Rivermen.
The thing that bugs me more than that is that, why is the song they were singing not memorable?
It wasn't very memorable.
It wasn't. Who wrote that song?
Daemon.
I'm just like, I'm thinking of the one that like Aegon was singing in the tree while he was whittling, you know? I'm thinking about
Alice with Three Fingers.
Alice with Three Fingers, right? There's that song. And we won't talk about this show that we are not getting anymore, but The Hills of Tanchico is still a fucking bop. So yeah, what was up with this song? I could not tell you one word that they sang in it, and that fills me with regrets, because The Bear and the Maiden Fair, like, we have bangers from Westeros.
They said something about sticking a dragon up your butt, but I don't remember.
That could mean anything.
Yeah. He chats with Alice, who wants Harrenhal, which he kind of has a point about her getting it. Like,
yeah. She's like, nobody else wants it, and they're all terrible.
Yeah.
I'm with her on it. Just give it to her. Nobody, like, it brings bad luck to everybody, and she's the only one who actually might be able to survive there.
But it's also like the largest castle. So
the largest, deformed, decrepit.
Yes, it is beat up. It's absolutely beat up. It needs some repairs, but giving a castle to a potential witch who maybe is a strong bastard and has no claim to anything, like in that society, like, it's not going to happen.
He's like, you don't even have a noble husband.
Right. Not even that.
Not even that. I would get one. Don't you have a bunch of troops here? Okay, fine. Legitimize me in some way. But yeah, she has a point. Like, nobody wants it. Nobody respects it when they're here. And everybody else, like if she's controlling the hauntings, then nobody else is ever going to be able to live there in peace.
Well, she told him he better not come back.
Well,
so we'll see how that goes.
hmm.
We also find Corliss. He's back and he's like, if this is winning, don't want to see losing. And I agree. His fleet is destroyed. His home is destroyed. Jace is dead. Are we sure we won?
Exactly.
I guess the Triarchy is destroyed. Yeah, but
this is the price of war.
Did we win? What did it cost? Everything.
Everything. And then like something that crossed my mind when he said that was like Lohar is like, he's been killing my people for 20 years, right? This is the first time you lost. This is the first time that you're actually feeling what it's like to decimate a people, to like absolutely ruin their home. And I feel like a little bit sorry for you, but not much, because you've been doing this to other people.
How did you feel about him claiming Alan?
You don't have any male heirs besides your brother. How convenient now that you don't have a house to put them in.
Like, oh, now you want to claim your son. I feel
now
like
that you're poor like us.
I feel like they're acting like Alan is only his son.
They are, because he hasn't acknowledged Adam.
Yeah.
And Adam found him.
And even when Bela mentions Corliss not, acknowledging them, she says acknowledging you. And she's like, your brother told me.
Your brother told me.
And earlier when his brother's talking to him about Corliss, he's the only one with white hair.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe that's not Corliss'
but it's supposed
son.
to be.
Right.
It's supposed to be. It just feels like they're making it seem like only Alan is his son.
Yeah, which is nonsense, because clearly something went on, because he's a dragon rider.
Another thing that's different.
Adam, not Alan, just before you come for us.
Another thing that's different is that their mom was a shipwright's daughter. And she had like her own fleet. She wasn't like some poor peasant girl. Yeah. So they shouldn't have grown up rough.
Yeah.
I guess they did that to make us feel worse. He said he tried to
like do what they could. And I mean, honestly, he did make the mother sound like she was just some tavern wench.
Yeah, like some wench on his boat.
Like, how about you say that you fell in love with her and you guys banged because she was doing shit like you? Give her credit. Like, you guys had stuff in common.
I do remember in the books, she never tells anyone who's their father until they look for dragon seeds. And then she says that it's Laenor. And everybody's like, yeah, sure. We all know Laenor is gay.
Yeah. Nope, not him. Oh, Laenor, I forgot about him.
May he rest in Pentos. We need to quickly address Laris and Aegon.
I'm not talking to you, even though everything hurts.
I was like, are we in a buddy comedy now?
Oh my God. Laris is like, listen, I saved your life. And Aegon's like, did you really though?
I mean, they would have been all right if Aegon hadn't been so belligerent, but he is a king.
And he's in an awful lot of pain.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you, in the middle of childbirth, had to like bend the knee to your absolute enemy.
Exactly.
You're not bending the knee. You're not bending the knee for this baby to come out right after you like swore fealty to your enemy. No, you're gonna stand. I don't care how much it hurts.
So Aegon has decided that they're heading to Rook's Rest because that's where Criston Cole is. But we know, this is kind of later in the episode, but we know that Criston Cole is headed to Harrenhal. So we have Rhaenyra troops heading to Harrenhal, Criston heading to Harrenhal, Aemond on Vhagar is at Harrenhal, and the king is headed to Rook's Rest. I did love that, unlike the season that shall not be named of Game of Thrones, there's some real subterfuge and things that you have to pay attention to. We got action. We definitely got a lot of action.
We did.
But we're back to the scheming and planning.
Shout out to intrigue.
I love intrigue. And Alicent goes to the Gold Cloak, speaking of intrigue, and she's like, hey, this is what we're going to do.
Do you think it's treason?
I think it's treason. That's when she sees Aemond leave for Harrenhal.
Yeah.
And so it gives her the opportunity to go to the Gold Cloak. She wouldn't have been able to go if he was still there.
It took me a little bit to recognize that that's actually what she was doing. I was like, well, who is this person that she thinks she can talk to and trust like that? And like, oh, wait a second. Oh, right.
And of course, we get a penis because it's HBO. They love
it's
dicks.
HBO. Oh, yeah. No, not only we got several.
Yeah.
We got several. Shout out to Full Frontal Noodly. At least it didn't have like, lesions on it this time.
Yeah, it's not a close up of the underside of someone's infected balls. Ulf and Hugh have left their place where they were waiting for Vhagar and gone back to Dragonstone. And Daemon isn't pleased about that. He's like, you waited 2 days and gave up? Like, what the fuck, bro? Did anybody tell you to think?
Yeah, like literally, what the fuck are you doing here? All you had to do was, you had one job.
One job. And I love how Ulf is like, Adam left too. Because Adam went to the gullet
to search for his daddy. But you know what I loved? One of the things I loved most about that scene is that Daemon walks in and he's like, Ulf is like, it's the Rogue Prince himself. I'm like,
yeah, we got the title.
I was so excited about that. But yeah, no, Damon's right. Like, I thought you guys had dragons. Just listen. Stay there. And now you have fucked us.
Yeah.
It's cute that you guys like blew up all the ships and shit, but like, Vhagar, you had one job.
Well, no, they didn't blow up the ships. That happens in the books.
Oh.
That Ulf and Hugh are part of the battle at the gullet. They're not part of the battle of the gullet in the show. They were waiting at wherever the road to Harrenhal is.
So, but I thought that there were other dragons flying around blowing up ships besides Baela.
Nope, it was Baela, Jace, and then Sheepstealer with Rhaena.
Oh, for some reason I thought in that first scene that like they had the opening where she goes off with this dragon, then you see other dragons flying around, and I thought that was them like fucking shit up.
Oh, like maybe they went later.
Yeah, like because Alice was like, "Oh no, there's a battle," and they're like, "We're missing it," and Elf was scared of the horned man, who we will never find out about. I guess. I mean, it's only 2 episodes in.
Yeah, you could be right that they went later
because I think they went later, and they were like kind of circling around. I feel like I saw more than one dragon in the sky.
I'd have to watch again, but yeah, they could have went later. In the books, they are part of that battle. They're kind of just sitting around with nothing to do, which is dangerous.
It's dangerous, but also maybe like if this was what happened, then go back to where you were supposed to be.
Right.
It's like I don't have my I think it's over there. I have this ROTC card. It has the Warrior's Oath, and one of the things is like I'll never abandon my post.
Right.
Right, without being properly relieved.
Right.
Clearly.
And I get their frustration. They went through all this trouble of getting a dragon, nearly losing their lives, and now they're just sitting around waiting.
See, this is where they're wrong, because if I had just received a dragon and like my next thing is just to wait here for the bigger dragon to come or all gonna attack, do you know how hard I would be hanging out with my dragon, Tanya?
Exactly.
Like we'd be like diving and we'd be like skewering fish together. We'd be doing like, it'd be like Top Gun, but with the dragon. Like we're about to be besties.
We'd have a blast.
Why are you bored? You have a dragon.
And he doesn't speak High Valyrian, so he should be teaching his dragon the common tongue anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Missed opportunities. Oh, you only know Dracarys? How basic. I would have been doing other things. Me and my dragon would have been having the best time. As I look at my cat passed out from having the best time. I like that Daemon was like, you guys are soldiers. Soldiers don't think. We don't pay you for that. You have a dragon. All you have to do is be here when we tell you. And now you fucked up. Get out of my face. And Ulf deserved the slap that he received.
Yeah. He's a little too familiar. He needs to pull it together.
Who are you?
He's risen up now that he has a dragon.
An up-jumped dragon seed.
Daemon meets with Massaria, who he's like, hey, I left you as a prisoner. What the fuck, bro? You're here to harass me. Not everything's about you. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you guys are having this fun. Now, are you both going to bang the queen? Like, what's happening? Because I bet they won't show that.
I know, right?
You
That'd
can't give
be
me a consensual threesome, but you can give me anything else.
right.
Tisk, tisk.
I like that when they were talking about Alicent, he addresses the fact that Alicent doesn't do outright deception. She's a conspirator.
I loved that too.
Yeah, because it's true.
It's true. And it happens right after the scene where we see like she's talking to the Kingsguard. He's like, yeah, no, I don't trust her to do that stuff. She's like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, because I feel like she's got a healthy fear, obviously being exposed, her children are at risk, but also she's not her dad. And also, I feel like she must know that she's not that convincing.
Yeah. Sir Ricard knows that she went to Dragonstone. I'm pretty sure he went with her, right?
I can't remember which sir accompanied her.
Well, Sir Ricard is her sworn protector. He's the one who goes with her everywhere.
Oh,
so,
right.
So he would know that she went to Dragonstone because somebody went with her. I don't think Alicent just like snuck out of the castle and hopped in a boat and rode herself.
She's no Princess Jasmine.
And later, he's the one who tells on her, which is when we get Jasper.
Snitches and stitches.
Now, we talked about them loving to add rape. Jasper trying to rape her was wholly unnecessary.
Absolutely. Like, why? You could have absolutely called a small council meeting and been like, hey, this guy said da 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 da. You didn't have to try to like fuck her into submission and compliance, right? Like just, but
it was a rough scene.
It was a rough scene.
I was really uncomfortable.
Me too.
It just
I
wasn't,
was very
not
scared.
that it's ever necessary, but it's not like that was in the story.
Yeah. Like, what is this doing to further the plot?
Right. To show us that he's a creep. We don't need to see that he's a creep.
We don't need to see that he's a creep. And like the maester and crew could have busted in at any other time besides them being on the floor and after he's been like, you know what I mean? Like it's so unnecessary. There are ways to indicate these types of power struggles and abuses of power without actually somebody's skirt having to get like torn off or be mounted.
With a close-up.
Why is that necessary?
Yeah, I found that to be
it's like D&D and also like sex dynamic sessions and encounters have a session 0. You get to discuss what you're going to do. Right. And I don't know what happened in the writer's room, but like nobody wants to see that. Like, like after Cersei said, oh, we might be in for a bit of rape. Like if I'd never seen any more rape after that, I would have been totally fine with it. That would have been my wry laugh and I would have moved on. And
once he enters, it's implied that that's what he's going to do. The
Absolutely.
way he corners her and the
things he closes the door. Yeah.
It could have easily been done a different way where, okay, fine. You want to imply that he's a rapist. Well, then take us to a shot outside the door and you hear her yell for help or something. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly. You do not have to go through all of that. And I don't.
It's salacious.
It's salacious. And it feels like those scenes are written by people who have never like had to be in that situation ever.
I imagine lots of people were triggered by it.
If I had a drink, I'd drink it.
I think too, the show, because I was gonna say it's not like they do trigger warnings, but I think the show is a trigger warning.
This show is a trigger warning. We've known it since season 1.
Yeah, we've known it since Game of Thrones. Well, Jasper lets us know that Sir Ricard is the one who told him about her scheming. So now we know her sworn protector has turned on her. So that's somebody else who should be executed. Even though she's being treasonous, you're her Kingsguard.
Yeah. You're supposed to hold her secrets.
Supposed to hold her secrets.
But I also appreciate, like, not that I appreciated much about that scene, but like, if you thought that nobody knew that you were banging Kristen Cole, everybody knew. It wasn't a secret. Knew. You're not slick. They may not know about the foot pics, but everybody knows that you were banging Sir Kristen.
The reason Jasper even had the opportunity is because Sir Ricard wasn't protecting her. So he should be executed.
Both of them. Yeah, you're right.
I think that when the guards came in and Orwell told them to arrest him, it should have been execute him. You put hands on the queen. Cut those hands off. Cut his dick off first.
Please. Slowly.
With medieval scissors.
With medieval scissors that you pulled out of like a vat of piss because that's how things get sanitized.
Ew, it's disgusting. But they saw him. They saw him in the act.
They saw him.
It's not
He was
just
there.
an accusation.
Yeah, no,
so
absolutely.
Execute him on the spot.
Yeah.
We don't need a trial.
No, we all saw it. We were all there. Where's Arya when you need her?
Alicent tells the guards to stand down. She does her whole thing and then tries to escape with Helena, which just, girl, what are you doing? Like, you really thought you were just going to walk out of King's Landing?
I'm telling you, Princess Jasmine.
Like, you didn't think you're recognizable in your finery? Oh, I put my hood up. Nobody's going to notice. Like, come on, sis.
All we need is one stiff breeze to blow Helena's head off.
But it's not like she's wearing a rough spun cloak, you know? They're still dressed really nicely. They just put their hoods up. Yeah. So everybody's going to notice you.
Clearly, they don't know about the tunnels.
Yeah. And what were they going to do? Just like go to a ship? She probably should have planned that before she started making her other plans. She had 3 days to figure it out.
She had 3 days, and sure, she was consumed with the fact that like her son kissed her romantically.
Oh, God.
That I feel like that subtracts like 2.5 days. So you actually have half a day to plan. But we know that she's not a good schemer. You know, like you could see through that shit. Throughout this, I feel bad for Helena. Like the more I see her, the worse I feel for her. I'm like, oh my God, your mom is dragging you through this shit. She doesn't even know what she's doing. She's really being really selfish. I understand that it looks like she's trying to keep her promise and stuff because ultimately she wants to be safe. However, this bitch just threw you under the bus.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's that crazy queen because you are the queen. She's the queen mother, but you are the queen. And she's throwing you under the bus and absconding with you. Like, how much better than Laris does that actually make her?
They also left behind a dragon. Helena has a dragon.
They could have just absconded is the word of the fucking day.
Well, if they had left on the dragon, then everybody would know that they had absconded. So that would give it away. You're also on a dragon. You could just get away. It's just that everyone will know right away. And I think maybe she wanted people to not realize they were missing for a while. Although we see later that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And poor Helena, she just wants to look at bugs and raise chickens and just mind her business.
Kid. Yeah. That was so cute. She's like, well, whatever your heart's desire. She's like, I think I'd like keeping chickens. I'm like, oh my God, sweetie, your mother is terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for Alicent to look at her and be like, oh my God, you're so sweet. You sweet summer child. You set her up though.
Right. It pissed me off too, because when they're leaving, Helena is like, but Aegon is the king, right? Like, why are we leaving? Because you like grandpa said, or dad, sorry. It's confusing when your family tree is a wreath. She's like, dad said that Aegon was king, right? Like, did you hear it or not? And Alicent says, I made a mistake. I'm like, bitch, you made a mistake.
You know how many people have died?
It has to be in the thousands already. You made a mistake?
Did she say I made a mistake, or did she say I think I made a mistake? I can't remember exactly what it was. But like still, the fact that you like, what were you guarding? What were you trying to keep? Oh, your dad? Was he gonna blackmail you after you married a king? Like, I mean, you could have just had your dad thrown into the black cells.
The thing is, Otto was gonna claim the throne for Aegon anyway. He was gonna do it anyway. He already had plans in motion to do it. However, we know that Alicent pushed this forward by saying that Viserys changed his mind. She legitimized it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, she pisses me off.
Anybody who's for Team Green still at this point, can you please like drop in our comment? Like, why? Because, you know, Team Black all day. But seriously, like, if you were for Team Green, please tell us why. I want to know.
Aemond at Harrenhal. He shows up, fucks shit up. Dragons should be illegal. After watching all of this, I'm like, yeah, okay, I get why they were like, yeah, maybe it's good that all the dragons are dead. These beasts should not exist. Nothing that can do that should exist.
He came in the way that that I wish that maybe Rhaenyra had come in originally or something. Like he was like, no, fuck all this shit. He's like, Harrenhal, my mom says it's mine. Like, I'm going to be safe. I'm just going to burn anybody who's here. We know this is where the enemy's hanging out. Fuck it. Sir Simon, peace.
Yeah, I was going to say, then he kills the steward and his kids. And in the books, he does kill everyone except Alice. So there is that, keeping with the sacred text.
Do you think that she holds him later?
Cradles him in her arms. Yeah, he gets a pretty nasty stab. I found it interesting that he told Sir Simon to pick up a sword. Because he's like, what is he trying to make it fair? He doesn't want to kill an unarmed man, and then you just do it anyway.
He gave him a chance to arm himself.
And Sir Simon trying to play both sides, trying to be placating, and sorry, bro, that doesn't work with everybody.
It sure doesn't. Not everybody can be flattered into keeping you safe. I was sad to see Sir Simon go and like his sons and stuff, but Aemon is on a mission. He was like, I'm trying to win this war. This is where the stronghold is. This is where all of y'all are. I'm coming in. I'm fucking up with the dragon. Like, how much more could Harrenhal burn? Like, if this is supposed to be somewhere I'm supposed to be, I'm going to do what I said to my mom. I'm going to have a feast, even if it's just me and Vhagar eating the bodies.
And Ulf and Hugh were supposed to be waiting in case that happened. So now we have soldiers on the way to Harrenhal, not knowing that there's a dragon there.
Not a dragon, the dragon.
The dragon. Totally unprotected. So stressful.
I was going to say not for Aemon, but he did get stabbed. Bleeding all over the stones of Harrenhal. Alice, though. Should we talk more about her? Like, I'm excited to see how they continue to develop her over the next few episodes, because, we talk about Sir Simon playing both sides, but, here she is with the Prince Regent.
She's playing no sides.
She's like, I just want Harrenhal. You guys go home. Nobody else wants it. It's cursed.
Now we get to the meat of this episode, where we were once again fed, where we feasted. Rhaenyra and Daemon leave for King's Landing. We've been waiting for this for so long.
I honestly did not expect for it to happen in this episode. I really didn't. I was like, oh, there's just going to be more like Kristen Cole being depressed and writing sonnets. And then there's going to be like, oh, we're going to maybe kill some people. We're going to see more of like Aegon and Larys. Like, that's what I was expecting. I was thinking that they were going to save all of this shit for the next episode. How many episodes are in the season, by the way?
I think it's 8. Yeah, I wanted 10, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. I thought we were going to get more Larys and Aegon since we saw so little of them in the last episode.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but what else do we need to know? It's like Tyrion and Varys, right? Like, he's just in that little barrel. How long do we need to watch that?
And the council's against it, of course. And she's just like, I'm tired of the talk. And so are we. So I was so happy that they finally left. Ulf and Hugh are to act as guards. So now they have something to do. So that's good.
They already had something to do.
It's too late now.
Damon's like, don't fucking think. Don't think. Do not presume. We talk about military stuff on here sometimes because we both have military families. I'm a military brat. I did the ROTC from the time I was in middle school all the way up through most of college. And, the point of drills and these things is that they want to train you to react without thinking, right? Like these things become ingrained. But these guys are not soldiers. Like 2 days with your brand new dragon, you're bored and you want to go do something else. Like, I would be snuggling. So
they're probably
it's my
so
dragon, right? It's just like, let's just take naps. When you see the other one, I know you're going to get upset and fly up and we'll fight. But like, until then, I don't know these guys. You guys can talk to each other over the campfire. I'm going to hang out with my dragon, right? So now it's like, okay, we have a second chance to redeem ourselves.
Okay, yes, the woods are creepy, but you are a person with a dragon who's joining a war. Like, are you being serious right now?
The queen gave you a dragon. The queen said, come, I have a bunch of them. Which one do you want?
Right.
It's Carvana for dragons. And no. How ungrateful is that? Honestly, like, I'm trying to think of what I would do. If the switch showed up on the island, like, who the fuck is that? But the queen told me to stay here. Am I leaving the island or I'm staying? And I hadn't really thought about that until this moment. I think I'm staying. I'm not trying to die.
Because who is she? Just a random woman who came strolling out of the woods.
And we've been on this island for 2 days and nobody else was here.
Crazy. Well, they get to King's Landing. They enter the courtyard. Soldiers drop their swords. Seems like Alicent has kept her promise, or as best as she could. They try to fight Daemon. Daemon fucks them up as expected.
Which I love to see. I love watching the people in the books who are supposed to be like excellent fighters fight.
I loved watching Rhaenyra just walking behind him while he just kills everyone for her.
You know what my thought was?
What?
He's not the only one who needs to bend the knee tonight. I was like, ooh, yes, David, give me another one.
Rhaenyra with the sword had me thinking about bending the knee. I was like, oh, hey, Ray.
Somebody taught you form. Good. I honestly, I wanted to see her cross swords with somebody. Like, just give me one clink. Because at this point, it's not like we're imagining that Targaryen women are warriors, you know? Like, give me some Visenya. It's in your blood.
I don't think she's trained to fight, though.
But she should have been.
Yeah, I think she should have been, absolutely. But I don't think she is.
It's too bad. Well, at least she picked up the sword. I mean, she was, as long as you were fucking Sir Kristen, you didn't like be like, oh my God, your sword is so big. Can I pick it up?
Innuendo.
Oh my God. Now I need to hear a Ahsoka song about Sir Kristen. Get it right there.
Ricard tries to stop them after they finally enter the throne room and approach the throne. And, you know, he's doing his duty. I'm only mad at Ricard for not protecting Alicent because you got one job, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Protect the royal family, not turn her over to rapers and betray her.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I guess
arrest her.
What is their duty when it comes to treason, you know? I don't know what it says in their oaths if it comes to treason.
Well,
but
ask Jaime Lannister. He knows.
Well, as far as examples, I wouldn't follow in his.
It's like I was trying to stop the madness and protect everyone. There was something that I wanted to mention about that I think came up in the first episode. And I was like, oh, Jaime had to make tough decisions too.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that it puts it in perspective, not that we're absolving Jaime of anything, but, you know, tough choices. And it was nice to have that callback though, when he's like, I'm a gold cloak, bro. It's giving Pickle Rick.
When Ricard shows up and he has all those soldiers with him, my first thought was, okay, Daemon can't fight all of them.
Yeah, same.
And Rhaenyra can't really fight at all. And, you know, they all laugh at her.
Wasn't one of your dragons small enough to come inside? Was one of my thoughts.
I don't think so. I don't think either of their dragons is small enough to get inside the castle. When I heard the footsteps coming, I had a feeling that it was going to be somebody there to help.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought didn't go to the gold cloaks, but I definitely felt like it was somebody there who's on Rhaenyra's side.
Some sympathizers.
Some sympathizers. Maybe somehow some Riverland people got there or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But when they walked in and I saw those gold cloaks, I actually yelled out loud. And my husband's like, wait, who are they? And I was like, remember season 1? He was captain of the City Watch. And he's like, oh. And I was like, yup.
Yup. Yeah, that was awesome. For a little bit, I was worried because I'm never going to get over either the book or the show representation of Ned thinking he could trust Peter Baelish and being like, oh, help me. And they're like, actually, I told you not to trust me. Not trust anyone. And now you're going to the Black Cells. But yeah, shout out to that and them for helping.
Like, haha, I'm Daemon's bestie. Little did you know.
Guess who's getting a castle now?
I like how he's like, well met, Sir Luthor. And he's just like, hey, homie.
What's up?
Hey, boo, hey. Well, he goes searching for Aegon. Orwell saves his own life. He's like, listen, the king's not here. I pledge fealty to the queen, and I have someone whose head would be better to cut off. And he gives up Jasper, which I wasn't sure who he was going to give up. And I kind of thought to myself, Jasper is not much consolation. I guess it's somebody from the council. So, okay, fine. But I was like, Jasper, I mean, I guess. And then that guy, that creepy guy comes out and he's like, a gift from Lord Laris. And I was like, who could this be? And when Damon looked through the bars and started laughing and it goes dark, I thought they're about to leave us on a cliffhanger. And I was immediately filled with rage.
You know what? I had suspicions and I was like, oh, wait a second. No, I know who this is. I know who this is. And then he laughed and I was like, oh, it's going to go black or whatever. But then I was like, I looked at the thing. I was like, yeah, I was very satisfied that I was right with my suspicions.
I didn't know who it's going to be until I saw the back of his head and I recognized that wild hair.
That wild hair, right? Like that shit wig. But I was like, who's the only person who's unaccounted for? That's my immediate thoughts. I was like, well, nobody's seen Sir Otto in forever. Like, where the fuck has he been?
Yeah, and I hadn't suspected that Laris locked him up. But Laris, again, he's trying to save himself. He's playing both sides as well.
Crafty ass Laris.
They released all of the lords and ladies who refused to renege on their oaths. They must be filthy. I wondered why they didn't execute them, but I guess you can't just execute everybody. But like, why just keep them locked up either? Why keep them locked up?
Because they're pawns, I guess. Like keep them around for like whatever. But like you can't execute everybody with the dragon.
I guess he could do like the rat catchers. Just gather them all up.
Yeah. And now I'm just like thinking about like the black cells and just like Maegor and the construction of the Red Keep and everything. And I'm like, oh man, y'all didn't explore enough. Yeah, the only person who like knew the ins and outs of the castle were like Rhaenyra and Daemon because they were sneaking out to brothels and shit, you know? But like nobody else got curious. You wanted to like tie a string, be like Theseus and Ariadne? No. No.
Jasper and Otto brought forth to die, and Otto is utterly exhausted. He has no idea what's been going on.
But she looks like he's been sleeping for months. He's not exhausted. He's just clueless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, exhausted.
Literally kept in the dark.
Yeah, exhausted from being locked up, though. Like, he's just been sitting in a dungeon for this entire time, and he's just over it. Gets out, and Rhaenyra and Daemon are there. And he says, I assume everyone else is dead. So he thinks, when he says that, it's Alicent, Aegon, Helena, like everybody.
His fam.
He's right to assume, I would think, if you see them sitting in the throne room. What did you think about Rhaenyra having to be the executioner?
I think that he who passes a sentence should carry the sword, should wield the sword. Like, part of me was like, come on, Dame. But I was like, no. He's right, though. He's right. And also, you just told me in front of a room full of people that you want Damon to do it because you don't fancy being hacked. Bitch, we're doing it one figure at a time. We're about to go full Ramsay Bolton on you. Like, there is no way that I'm taking it easy now. You insulted me in front of these people. But as Otto, I'm like, if I was in Otto's shoes, I'd be like, yeah, no, please. Let somebody who knows how to do it, like, whatever. But yeah, no. Yes, life is hard. And if you're going to be the queen, sometimes you got to do, unsavory things. And he literally was the one behind your throne being stolen. He was literally instrumental in usurping your throne.
Well, I think that this is Rhaenyra's first kill.
Yeah, no, I think it is too. But like, and it's, your girlfriend's dad. But
yeah, and I don't think it's because it's Sir Otto. I think it's just like, oh shit, like I have to cut off somebody's head. Like I've never even like stabbed a guy before.
I mean, you took my throne. I don't know if I would hesitate. I put myself in these situations and I think, what would I do if I were Rhaenyra? So you were my dad's best friend and you installed your daughter to sleep in his bed so she could become queen because you didn't want a woman to be queen and like the ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. And so you plotted all of this shit. You like made my half brother with my, like, you did all of these things. And now both of my sons are dead. I'm taking the head. Like, I just have to have a quick flashback and be like, whoa. She was just supposed to be my companion. Why did you have her bang my dad?
I think I would have started hacking away. If I got to the point where I felt like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to kill somebody, I think I would have just started hacking away and screaming. I don't think I would have gotten it in one clean stroke.
I don't think I would have wanted to. You know, like as you're saying that, the thing that jumped into my mind is to the pain. Shout out to the Princess Bride. Like, no, first you're gonna lose this, and then you're gonna lose that. And like he's like, you keep your ears so you can hear like everybody saying, "My God, what is that thing?" Like that's what I would want for Otto, but just like only for 20 seconds. And I'm taking his fucking head. The same zeal with which Damon sliced off Sir Jasper's head. Like, no, I'm doing that.
And Jasper, with the absolute nerve to try to have some last words for his wife. Bitch, shut up.
Your wife? Excuse me, sir. Weren't you just raping?
Like, excuse me?
Please tell my lady wife. Off. Like, tell your lady wife what?
I was so glad he cut him off. Otto's last words were, I tried my best.
To do what?
He gets cut off. Because it's like, you didn't try your best to help me. I know that's not what you were trying to say.
I know you thought you were saving the realm, but like, I think we would have been fine. All you had to do was stick to your best friend's wishes. That's it. No, he said it's going to be a queen. She's the heir. It's going to be a queen. We'll marry her to Damon and we'll control it that way.
Lots of choices other than stealing her throne. Rhaenyra and her red bottoms. I was like, okay. Cardi B reference. Okay. I'm with
you
it.
can't fuck with me. I make money moves. These
expensive. These is red bottoms. These
I'm about
is
to play that when we're done. Well, now I know what I'm using when we post this up. That might be the theme for the season. Boom.
I thought it was beautiful to show the literal bloody steps it took for her to get to the seat.
You know what? As you're saying that, I really appreciate that she didn't hasten straight to the throne when she walked into the room. Yeah. She was like, this isn't done. Where the fuck is Aegon?
And she was right. She was promised Aegon's head.
She was?
She got Otto's. Now that I think is a good trade, but not complete satisfaction.
No.
Not for while nobody, Aegon apparently. Lives. Or Aemond for that matter.
Or Aemond.
Alicent gets captured. She gets into the throne room right after Rhaenyra gets her seat and sees her dad dead.
Dead on the ground.
She looks utterly shocked. Rhaenyra looks regretful. And yeah, I was like, bitch, please.
It's like, please seize her. Seize her. Like, yeah, the gates are here. It's open now, but like her two sons are missing. Throw her in the black cells.
And also, you were fully ready to give me your child's head, but not your dad?
Not your dad. Your dad is the fucking, like, the biggest part of the problem.
Man.
Like, let him die.
Old man. However, and hopefully my dad never listens to this podcast.
No, don't put it on TikTok because you know my dad will if you do.
If you make me choose between my dad and my son, my firstborn child.
Yeah.
Dad's had a good life. He's old. May he rest in peace. But she's willing to give up her son and not her dad. Or at least it seemed like she felt betrayed by it being her dad.
She did. I mean, because that wasn't, I'm not going to say
part of the deal.
It wasn't part of the deal, right? She wasn't expecting that, but she also knew that Aegon was gone. And yes, okay, maybe she had no way of getting in touch with Rhaenyra, but if Aegon's gone and they discover that your dad is here and Aemon's, like, what did you think was going to happen? What do you think about, like, here's Dark Sister, chop off his head?
Oh my God. He handed her Dark Sister and I moaned.
Yes.
Beautiful. I could absolutely see this as the ending for season 2. Definitely.
I was definitely happier with this episode than I was with the other one. I was like excited. Like I was cool with all the battle stuff, but that felt like a penultimate episode. I'm not mad to get battles to begin with, but like if this episode that happened was the first one of the season, I would be like, oh shit.
I think it would have made a good first episode. It's a great way to start, I think.
Yeah. It's just like, what do you do? All right, Alicent, you're here. You're here. Your dad's dead. Like, I know that wasn't part of the deal, but like, you're still alive.
It shows you, though, that Rhaenyra isn't cruel.
She's not named Rhaenyra the Cruel. This is true.
She's the realm's delight, and she wants to make things better.
She wants peace.
Well, that was episode 2, which for some reason I kept thinking was episode 3. And I'm like, nope,
It's because it's season 3.
2. Yeah, I guess I just got
S3
confused.
is throwing off. I just wondered for a second, like, imagine if Rhaenyra was Cersei. Whew.
Oh, she makes me miss Cersei.
Right? I want, even if the schemes don't work, I just want like the pure bloodlust behind it. The spite, the vengeance, the pettiness. Rhaenyra's not petty. Alicent is, but Rhaenyra's not petty.
Cersei would have had Sir Laurent executed the moment she was let out of the room.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She would have called a small council meeting and like flayed him on the table. Or I mean, I would have.
Well, I liked it. I'm happy with it.
Me too.
It was good.
I'm excited about it. Final thoughts on this episode besides I love it?
2 thumbs up. Heartbreaking. I cried twice. Watched it twice and cried each time.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww. The Jace stuff?
Yeah, the Jace stuff, man. It just, and I was telling my husband that like, I feel like I'm so much more sensitive now.
Yeah, you've been saying that ever since you've had kids. Like, we've been doing this for 10 years. And ever since like the 3rd year, you're like, oh no, I have a baby now. What are these emotions?
It's made me so soft.
You know what? I beg to differ. I've heard the things that you said on this podcast about what you do to the evildoer. So yeah, no. It just made you more motherly.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I've been Mother Tanya.
I'm always child-free Nikki.
Good night, Auntie Nick.
For previous episodes, find us at thousandeyespod.bsky.social. On YouTube, you can find us at 1,000 Eyes in One Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on social media, we are 1,000 Eyes in One on Instagram and Facebook, 1,000 Eyes Pod on Blue Sky, and if you're interested in our speculative fiction book club, follow Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram.